Hey, how you doing? Oh dear, I am a bit of a noob. Okay, so here we go, people. I can probably get rid of that waypoint too. I've done a little bit of work, maybe I'll just leave it off. And I think you're gonna like it. I don't know, I'll explain when I get there. So, change number one. I now have a program here. I'll just terminate it quickly. There is ways to stop it from being able to terminate it, but we'll just reboot it. You can see that as soon as I log in, it will automatically put in password. I could even test that for you, but I'm not going to because it's a waste of time. This is just the basic door lock program straight from the ComputerCraft website, ComputerCraft wiki. Yeah. Only thing I've changed is like the password. Haha, password correct. Yay! And then that stays open for a count of 5, and it closes. Right, okay. So I've done a little bit more work, as you can see. It wasn't quite what I thought I was going to be able to do, but I do like it. Like, I don't normally do this much work, I don't know. And originally, I didn't plan to make it all out of cobblestone, it's just that cobblestone is what I had on me. And, I don't know, I ended up liking how it looked. I mean, ignoring, you know, all the holes in the ceiling and all that junk. So I just ended up replacing everything that wasn't cobblestone with cobblestone. It looks very like this should be the entrance to a castle, which wasn't what that just wasn't the look I was going for, but I don't know, I might leave it there for now until I have an idea of what I actually want. Like, I wanted this to look very computery, and all these greys, I don't know, I think I should swap out the greys for like iron, but iron is quite expensive to do all like that, so I might leave that alone for now. And you may notice I've got a nice lovely room here, and seems to go around the corner. Wonder where that goes. Honestly, I have put in a little bit of time, but it's not too much. It has a little bit of time. So it's just a little pathway along here. This is exactly it's exactly how I wanted this to work. I wanted like a whole bunch of different passageways that go off into different directions. This still needs to be bigger. And I want like a big monitor across there that says like, "Welcome home, Mr. Bond," or something like that. But that will have to wait, I think. I still haven't quite figured out how to do all that stuff, so don't you worry guys, we'll get there. I'm also thinking of putting in a movie theater, although I might leave that for SMP, for playing around with Josh and Deloop, and Dratnos if he ever shows up on the server and starts playing League of Legends. Dratnos. And yeah, so there, you know, there's obviously a lot of work. I still need to replace pretty much every block in here. I might leave the cobble and mossy cobble there, just because I reckon it looks kind of nice like that. But yeah, for the most part, this is working out really well. There are some tools that are in Thorncraft that might help me swap out so many blocks if I have another set of those blocks in my inventory. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I'm sure one of you will tell me. But that's just kind of what I wanted to do. If you remember, there's like a did I break my? Yeah, I did break the pick. Okay, well, like there's a mine shaft in that direction and in this direction as well. I just covered it up, but chances are we may need to start lighting some things up because I can hear zombies all the time, and it kind of, you know, annoys me. But yes, there are some things that I need. So if we, am I able to push up? Nope, you can't push up, so you can't have like someone sneak in, like trying to go in after you using the same input, so that's kind of cool. Password correct. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Right. So we need something new. We're gonna need something called a diamond handsaw. And for those of you who know, you're probably guessing what I'm going to be doing, or at least like a very basic idea of what I'm going to be doing, and I'm quite happy about it. Can't tell, are all those noises coming from... Oh, okay, that's a spider. Oh, and now he's in the sunlight, so it's fine. This used to be full of trees. It is all gone now. Last episode, oi! You just see him, he snuck in there. Last episode I forgot to tell you that I planted these, but I haven't really done anything with them. Let's just lure them back out. Look at that. Sneaky bugger. If I didn't see him, he would have killed me. Well, would have tried to kill me. Right. I feel cheaty having the long full boots when I didn't have to pay for the new recipe. I don't know. Right, and so what I needed was the diamond handsaw. I always do this whenever I come by and I see that quite a few trees have grown. I like having it all chopped up. Let's see, what have I got on me? Redstone energy cell, filler, glass, and my landmarks. These are quite useful. I might end up having certain bags for certain things, and since you can rename them with an anvil, you'd probably find it a lot easier to be able to find out which bags are for what. So I could have like, you know, clearing toolkit, and that would be like the redstone energy cell, the filler, glass, and landmarks if I needed it. But anyway, let's go to handsaw. Right, break handle, raw handle, refined handle, speed handle. Interesting. Anyway, diamond handsaw. We could use one of these other ones, but they're not quite as strong. You can't do it on obsidian. Not that I expect to be doing it on obsidian a whole lot, but... Right, 1, 2... Yeah, 3, 4... Annoys me when these things are in the way. 1, 2... 3, 4, and I need some sticks. 1, 2, 3. I think that's it. Yep, there we go. Okay. So let's craft this bad boy. Voila. And I'm gonna need some more glass. I wonder how... Oh, of course it's in the machine chest. It's always in the machine's chest. Right. I need teleporters. I need a quick way to get there and back. But... No, hang on. I know how to do that. I've been doing it on SMP all the time. I might need to create a nether hub of sorts. But we can look at that later depending on how much time I spend wasting on other junk. Okay, so here's the world. It's round. Damn, that's a sweet earth, you might say. For those of you who get that, I salute you. Now, I bet you guys are wondering what my password is. And if you are wondering that, I'm actually quite disappointed in you, because what else is it going to be? Jesus, guys. Oh, spazzed out with my mouse a little bit there. Nom 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 nom. Right. And I still don't have a pickaxe, huh? For shame. I'll do this quickly, don't worry. Because I have all the materials. Oh, damn it. I should turn that off and just set it to, like, on mode for a while. Or, like, while I'm here, actually. So let's terminate the program. Then we go red set, which is, like, send a constant redstone pulse to the right and say true. Bam. And so now it's always powering a redstone pulse to the right. I think you could do it for that, like, multiple sides as well if you wanted to. Right. Pickaxe. This is the second one I made today. Really, I should get some better tools, but the mind is willing, but the guy is lazy. No, wait, the body is willing, but the mind is lazy. Or is it? I don't know. Right, so we've got a nice, lovely pickaxe here. Proof of concept, as per usual. We'll just get rid of some of these blocks, and we'll pretend that this isn't completely ugly. I'm not a fan of the marble right now. Like, if I turn it into these marble bricks... I don't know, how do you normally look? See, I don't like it being in that direction anyway. I'll think about it. But anyway, so what we want to do, we take the diamond handsaw and we put it above the glass. That will give us a glass slab. And I don't actually need to use it on all my glass, whoops. And we keep putting it down. Oh, Jesus, you can get a lot of blocks out of these. So here we go, glass covers. They're exactly kind of what I wanted. Ah, are you kidding? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now, this shows pretty much how the placement for it might look. So it kind of gives you an idea of where you want things. I want them like this. I want to make it so that, you know, light in this room won't necessarily affect that, but I still want to be able to see everything. So I could end up turning all of this into half slabs. I still haven't decided yet. It just depends on how I end up finishing this off. But this is kind of what I want it to do. I also might end up getting something with like connected textures so that, you know, it's a bit easier to see without going right up against it. Because I don't like in vanilla, I don't like that the glass connects like this. Like the outside of the texture is always completely, you know, messy. Well, not messy, but you guys understand. I just want to be able to see through it properly. I want it to be like a proper glass window. So there you go. Look at that. So now we can see everything that's going along there. In the end, I would probably end up hooking like a switch up over here, or be like mob spawner controls or something like that. And then what would happen is that, you know, pistons would open up, water would fall out, I think. How would that work? Maybe pistons underneath, and then the piston would pull down the block, water would fall out, it would force zombies over here. Depending on where I want them to go, I suppose. Okay, switch over here. Water would flow that way, push them up, they'd go up, they'd fall down, maybe they'd fall down over here. And if not, there'd be like another control. I can either have it turned off, or I can have it set to, like, I can turn off the zombies, or I can set it to like fight mode, which would be like, I'm still planning it out, but I'm thinking of having like a little staircase around here. It would go down and maybe come out underneath here, or I still need to figure out everything, but the ideas are forming, guys. It's okay. So pistons would either flow the water, make the zombies go into a mob spawner or mob trap of sorts, or you can run down there, you can start fighting them yourselves. You know, it's Project Bond, you know, it's fight training, yeah. Or you can just be lazy and, you know, get experience, which, you know, chances are I'm probably going to be doing that, because I'm lazy. I did this in a set of 4. I might have to move this back one. Either way, look at that. Okay. I've gotten quite good at talking for long periods of time in one go without actually accomplishing all that much. So all I've really done is explain to you what I've like already done here, and like explain my thought process behind it and what I kind of want to do with it. The ideas are forming, guys. It's okay. We'll get there. It's just taking a little bit longer than I thought it would, at least. There we go. I thought I replaced all the stone. Guess not. What about this? No, this side's fine. So yeah, look at that. Oh, hi there. That's a lot of cobble that I missed. Bam, bam, bam. And yeah, so this episode is being recorded about an hour after the last episode, so if I didn't answer your question, I probably answered in the comments, like, of that video, but if you ask me a question and I haven't answered it in this episode, it's because I haven't seen it. There we go. So, I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do with this area. Like, I want kind of what I've done over here. Like, this is a long pathway, well, long-ish pathway, where, you know, you can't see directly to it, so I'm kind of liking how that looks. I don't want, like, just a direct pathway. It's like, oh, okay, I'm looking down, say, the forestry shaft. I'm looking, like, straight down there, oh, look, I can see a tree farm. I don't want that. I want it to look kind of a bit more, intricate, I guess. I don't know, I'm getting there. So, let's see. What did I say I was going to do? I'll probably have to... I'm going to stop the recording here and check what I said I was going to do if I had more time, and I will see you in a second. Okay, I remember what it was now. It's fine, don't worry. I did say that I was going to work on some kind of nether thing. So... excuse me, burping. What I needed was leather or books. Most likely books. I think I remember that... I know I kept filching the books from the villagers themselves, which was kind of silly. I do need my own set of cows, so maybe I'll do some of that stuff off camera. But also, looking through some of my stuff, well, some like that video that I just posted, I'm going to take those levers. I always complain that I never have enough levers. Levers. And you can see that a lot of time has passed. It's taken me a little while to find out stuff. But so right, it sparked off some other thing that it sparked off some other thing that reminded me. I have some stuff to show you with, or to do with the turtles, and I'll try and do that later. I was gonna do it last episode, but I ran out of time. Now, right, do I have any books? Any at all? Dust, ingots, or other ores? Machines? I have one enchanted book that I found in a dungeon. That was actually in the zombie spawner dungeon, sharpness 5. So if I ever, you know, decide to make a sword, there we go, sharpness 5. A sword that's like diamond or something, you know, something that will last a while. And I have one book. I need 2. Damn, okay. You can't sleep right now, there are monsters nearby. You kidding? Now what I'm going to do is put down this zombie spawner thing right here, and when I kill these zombies I will get their souls, because that's the kind of person I am. It won't work on this on the spider because I don't have that one on my hotbar. That's kind of how they work. Right, so that's done. Let's skip to day, and I need to go get another one. Okay, hang on. Boop. Right, okay. Now, I don't remember seeing any cows. I can't actually remember whether or not we went and looked for cows, but I know that I don't have any, so... ugh, yeah. Now, this wasn't one of the houses that ever had them, right? Nope. Can't remember what these ones are for. They remind me of, like, little shops. Little shops with a little counter. That one random bookcase, and the one, like, glass pane. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, right, so if I go across into here, do I have my, I do have my axe on me for once, yay, I probably had it on me for a little while. Right, I need to put this here, so that he doesn't get out. Okay, so I've finally got my stuff here. Let's get the books. I may as well take them all, because, you know, obviously he's not using them. He's not real, guys. He's not real! Right, so we've got the stuff. Take our wooden slabs back. And 1, 2... I must have been lazy and had slabs on me, so there we go. And yes, I'm gonna clean this up. I should at some point, like, fix all this as well, because all of that keeps freezing over and the grass is quite dry. So there you go. Right, so we've got our books. Now, there are certain tricks that you need to learn. I'm going to go down here first and set up this book. Have you guys ever used Mistcraft? I believe that you probably have. If you watch my SMP stuff, or went to my live stream, you would have seen me use this. Basically, I'm creating a linking book, and a linking book is like, it's like a free teleport to that part of the house, or like that part of the world that you created it in, and it's pretty simple to make. All you have to do is take your book, put it into a crafting table, doesn't even need to be like a big crafting table, and voila, there's your linking book. So, this is one of the ones that I'm going to keep in the overworld, oh no, in the nether. Overworld, what am I talking about? Let's sort some of this stuff. That can go, that can go, that can go. Anything else? Levers, yes. Chest. Where did I get the chest from? That can go too. I probably got it from down in the zombie spawner. Anyway, so I've linked that book to this spot. I should have linked it into this direction actually. Damn it. Trying to decide if I should make another one. Yep, tell you what, I'll make another one, I'll put it right there. That one right there anyway. So here we go. Because part of this is that it will link to the direction that you were facing as well. So it will face me in... I can't actually remember the numbers. If it... Oh, I'm facing west, so this will face me west. Right, so we can put that one right there. Now what I need to do is go back up to the other place. I think we'll be fine. I'm gonna need wood too, because I want to make some other stuff. And everything's gonna be fine, guys. It's all going to be fine. All this running around is making me tired. So crafting table. There's gonna be some other stuff that I make too. Namely, well, they're not called link book stands. I think they're called lecterns. Yeah. Except I've made it wrong because I need some sticks as well. There we go. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Put that there. 2 sets of lecterns. Excellent. So, yeah, I'll set up the rest of it when I'm ready. Okay, so what you do with the lecterns is you just place books on them, but you'll see that soon. I'm going to need to go back into here. Because you remember me like getting kind of odd about like all that time that I was spending, you know, going all the way to the nether and all the way back over here. Right, so where's a good place to spawn? I suppose here is as good as any. I face this way because that's towards our stuff. And we have to remember that this book here is the one into this room and the other one isn't. Okay, then I'm going to be placing a lectern in here, so I may as well put that down. Bam, and that will go to the nether. But first, we have to go to over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nom nom nom. Right, so we're in our nice lovely nether. This is our awesome, fantastic nether hub, of which, you know, magic and wonder is always going to abound. I'm gonna have to fix this. This is horrible. But let's see, left and right. I think that can go there. This one can go here. Our right one was the other place. This one is this one. And then we create another book, another 2 books actually, to this nether. And them can go like this, watching, into our nice lovely room. I'm going to need to put down I'll put down an oak block. That seems, ah, damn it, I don't want it to face that way. Bam. And then that can go there. I feel like that should be there, and then I should have another iron chest, but I'll fix that later. And then one nether book here. Bam. Click on that. And then we go to the one on the right. And then we put this book here, and bam, look at that. I just traveled between both of the places very, very quickly. I am a pro. So look, once again, we created the link book by just putting a book into our crafting table. That will create like a saved spot that you can always go to as long as you use that particular book. Now the reason why we can't just have like a book to the other area is that like these are books between dimensions, and in order to do it within the same dimension you need something called a link book, or a link modifier. So that's this one right here, link modifier. Are you ready? Bam. 8 blocks of diamond. 8. That is 72 diamonds, and I'm afraid I don't have 72 diamonds. I have half of that, well, a little bit over half, tiny amount. And so, you know, for now I'm just going to have to rearrange myself in my chair. I'm just going to have to deal with this. Like, this is still pretty fast, so look at that. Oops, wrong one. That, and then the one on the left. Voila! Look at that, c'est magnifique. It's very good. So there we go. Right, okay, so we're on our last kind of about five minutes or so. I think that's just enough time. I'm still gonna have to, I've decided that I want this room to be a little bit more circly shaped, except for the end wall. I'm still figuring it out, but I'll get there. So I'm gonna have to like kind of mine out a little bit of this side, a little bit of this side, etc, etc. and it'll have like my own little passageways going out. Maybe we'll see. Anyway, as I said a little bit earlier, we've got about 5 minutes left, probably 4 minutes now. It's fine, but we have enough time in order to go over some programs that I had played around with for a little while. I've been like talking a lot of ComputerCraft stuff to, well, blah 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 blah. 1 second. Okay, I'm done now. I've been talking a lot of ComputerCraft stuff with Diloop and Josh J5 Hawk, and you know they kind of spur me to try and make better programs, like with the cool stuff that they think of and you know create. It makes me want to create cool stuff as well, which is a really good relationship to have, you know, with people that make you want to push yourselves. Anyway, so I did some stuff to do with my programs, not a whole lot. As you can see, I've already got some stuff here. What I ended up doing, if I remember, I'll try and put a link in the description. I've made an updated program that just automatically downloads all the programs that I use onto each computer, and it is quite clever in my own humble opinion. So look at that. That's actually a lot of Josh's stuff. Hang on. Delete mining log. That's not Josh's, but .txt. Delete. Oh well, we'll leave that for now. So if you see down the bottom there, I've got something called USP. So let's edit USP, and then we've got something here that says update all programs, shell.run, pastebin, get code, and then it's called temp update s. I tried using a little bit of acronyms. I'm not very good at it, especially when like they're not really acronyms at all. But I download a script and then I tell it to run, and that script essentially downloads all the programs that I tend to use on my turtles. And then once we've run that program, what we wanted to do was delete the program and reboot. Now the reason why I'm downloading it and then deleting it, or downloading it, running it, and then deleting it, is that this program that I'm currently looking at right now, this allows me to have it on any computer, and no matter what, like I'll never have to edit this file itself. All I'll have to edit is the other update file, which I tend to do on pastebin. And if I ever need to, you know, add programs, I can just add it into there, because that list, or the program, or the script that is 8dputpca, that downloads all the programs that I use, puts it into a folder, and then it deletes all the programs by that name first. Well, it actually deletes the folder. Anyway, it downloads all the programs and then deletes that temporary update file and then reboots. Now the reason why it reboots is because I also made a startup program. Edit startup. It's like, hey there, my name is, and then it's operating system.get computer label, and I am computer number, operating system.get computer ID. Yay! And then it puts a full stop on the end because lols. And then print, I have turtle.getFuel, and then fuel left. So that's pretty cool. So all I have to do is, not refuel, reboot. And then the computer will reboot. That's the reason why I tell the update script to reboot. And then whenever I place this guy, because his startup script says, you know, what its name is and what fuel it has, I won't have to type in refuel every time I need to like check how much fuel he's got. So that's kind of cool. Then if we go ls, you can see a folder called sp. Now if we go change directory and then sp, and then we go ls to look inside that directory, we can see that I've got bridge, check fuel, and xcav. Check fuel is a program that I ended up running when I've got one of these guys connected to one of these charge stations over here. You guys remember me doing this, it was in episode 20 I believe. But what I did with this guy, hang on, change directory sp for Sparks programs, and then we go ls, we type in check fuel, and it will just continuously on a loop, he'll just sit there, and like every so often it will tell me like the updated amount of fuel that he's got. So I thought that was kind of nice. So, you know, if I'm just passing by, I'll be able to right click on him, check how much fuel he's got. If he's got enough, I can move him off. If not, then I can just leave him there, you know, it's fine. Then we've got my nice lovely bridge program. I don't know if I've actually talked about bridge. Did I talk about bridge? Maybe. I don't think I actually showed you the updated version. Not that it really matters, it's just my real basic derpy program that runs until it can't find anything else. I might get another one. But I think it's cool, so you guys just have to appreciate, or else. Let's see, machines. I love how I have torches in machines. And then we go across. No, I think it was fuel in slot 1. Okay, this isn't going to matter anyway. I'll show you bridge, and then I might try and wrap up here, because I think I may be running a little bit long. Basically, no matter how far you are away from the area, if you want a bridge from here onwards, then all you have to do is put in, I believe it is coal in slot 1, but I don't have any coal, and then blocks in every other slot after that. So if I go into my programs folder, and then I type in bridge, he'll just run forward until he finds the spot where he needs to, you know, start creating the bridge. And then in a second he should pop up and place a torch whenever he needs to. And if he doesn't need to, he won't bother placing it, because I think it runs, I think the torch one runs every 7 to 10 blocks. I'm not completely sure, it's been a while since I wrote this. But it's a lot more efficient than what I was doing before, where it was just running all the way across there, and then all the way back, and then all the way across there, and then he'd like come back to his original spot. This way, he's just making one line. Oh, look, he placed another torch, yeah! But he just runs along until he needs to stop. There is one bug, and I keep forgetting to fix it. When he gets to the very end of the wall and gets up, he forgets to place a dirt block underneath him as he leaves. But that will be something that I fix later. And since I can just do that straight on Pastebin, I can just type in, or go into my update, or USP, if you remember me typing that in earlier. All I have to do is use the USP program, and then it will automatically fix that on this guy, because that's part of one of the programs, because they all have set links for my Pastebin stuff. See? You forgot that block. Silly. Okay. And look at that. He even goes all the way back to the point where you placed him, so that's kind of nice. Look at that. What a good guy. So anyway, that is about 30. Oh, how did you just walk in? Excuse me, sir. Why are you wearing full gold? I don't have my sword on my bar, sir. You need to wait. Are you a man or are you zombie? Candy from baby. Yay, 10 zombie kills, woo! Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed today's episode. I have, even if you haven't. We haven't really done all that much. I've shown, well, I showed you what I did. We learnt a little bit about the diamond handsaw. We set up like something of a nether hub, even though it looks awful. And I showed you some stuff to do with my ComputerCraft thing, so I'm happy with it, even if you guys aren't. But yeah, so I hope that you guys are all having a fantastic day again, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time for more fun. Alright guys, catch you guys later.